Good morning, good morning. Welcome to another Daily Dose of Fitness. If you are here for a free 45-minute full body workout, you're in the right place. We're going to get started in just a couple minutes. As you come on here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, hit that heart button, shoot me a comment, and let me know that you are here working out with me this morning. If you're doing this workout on the replay, welcome to the replay. You can find them right here on Facebook for 30 days, and then you can find them anytime over on my YouTube channel at Daily Dose Fitness and Nutrition. So be sure to go over there, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and check out the playlist. So today's workout in the playlist will be in the November playlist, and it will be labeled Daily Dose of Fitness Live Strength and Stretch Tuesday, and it'll have the date November 4th, or it'll say 11/4/25. Right in the description, so you can find those very easily. There's Laura and Tim hopping on. I think I'm going to go ahead and get started. As always, I don't know where you're at in your fitness journey. Exercise does have risks, anywhere from strains, sprains, bruises, and fractures, all the way to heart attack, stroke, and death. If you don't know if you're fit to work out, or if it's just been a long time since your last physical, please go get one. If you experience any chest pain, shortness of breath, dizziness, faintness, those are all signs you need to stop what you're doing and go get checked out before resuming any kind of physical activity. And finally, even though I am a personal trainer, I can't see you. So when you exercise with me, you're doing so at your own risk. I'll try to provide as much instruction and as many modifications as possible, but I can't see if you're doing those things correctly. So if you're ready, willing, and able to accept that responsibility, let's get moving. All right. It is Tuesday. It is also my last workout of the week this week. It's going to be a short week. This month is going to be a bit of a short month, but I will be off the rest of the week. My nephew's getting married on Thursday in Texas, so I'm going to be heading down to Texas for that, and super excited to celebrate him and see my own kids too, because they're all coming. So anyway, it's going to be fun to have all the cousins together. This is the first niece-nephew wedding that people have been invited to, so it's going to be a big deal for us, for our family. So I'll be there the rest of the week, and then I will be back on Monday. We're taking it down to the ground. And I should be back all of next week, but then I'm going to be off the week after that. I'll tell you more about that later. All right, let's take our legs wide, toes pointed out, and we're going to take it down side to side. Let's go ahead and stand it up. Take those arms out to the side, and then take it side to side. Keeping the legs still, just moving the arms and the or just really moving the torso. The arms will go with it. Spine's going to work here. And we're going to bring those legs into about shoulder width, bend the knees, arch the back, head at neutral, straighten the legs, round the back, chin to chest. And then press it down and round it up. Press it and round it. And we're going to round it up and then roll it all the way up. One arm is going to come across the body and pull it in toward the chest. taking it to the other side, pulling that arm in toward the chest. And pulling one elbow back. And pulling the other elbow back. Taking those arms out to the side, one arm comes behind the back, one arm goes behind the head, and trying to touch those hands together. And taking it to the other side. And we're going to take both hands behind the back, clasp those fingers together, press those hands down toward the ground. Really think about opening up the space between the shoulders and the ears. And then take the ear to one shoulder. Pressing the hands down, really feel the stretch in the side of the neck. Back to center, ear goes to the other side. Continue pressing those hands down. Goes back to center, squeeze those shoulder blades together, bring the chest forward and the arms up. And go ahead and drop those hands down. Going down as far as you can, keeping the legs straight. And stepping one foot back, hands go to the inside of the shoes, sink the hips down. And take the hand that's furthest from the shoe and bring it up. And down, hand that's closest to the shoe comes up. And down. Bring that back foot in, step the other foot out. Both hands go to the inside of the shoe, sink the hips down. Hand that's furthest from the shoe comes up. And down. Hand that's closest to the shoe comes up. And down. And step that back foot in, roll it up. We're going to take it onto the wall, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Back leg is straight, but weight is on the back heel. Not much weight on that front leg. Weight on the back heel. Pressing it into the ground. And bending the back knee, putting the weight to the toe, but keeping the heel pressed into the ground. And taking it to the other side. Leg is straight, back leg is straight, weight is in the heel on the back leg. And bending the back knee, weight to the toe. And release. One arm on the wall, one arm up in the air, crossing that outside leg over, and then arcing the arm toward the wall, stretching through that side. And release. We're going to take it to the other side, stretch it up, arc it toward the wall. Feeling good already. All right, let's go ahead and get this strength portion of this workout knocked out. We're going to start with some just jump ropes. So we're going to get light weights and just spin them like we're jumping rope. Put your arms how you would if you were jumping rope. You don't have to use weight, but then we're just going to add a jump. So it'll just be like a jump rope with no rope. If you don't want to jump, you can put your feet just about shoulder width apart, maybe just a little less, and you can pulse squat, pushing the rear back, or you can go up on your toes. Either one of those is a good option, but whatever way you choose, jump or no jump, weight or no weight, here we go. And stop. We're going right into a chop. One weight, bringing that weight right up over your head, and I'm turned about 45 degrees from center, chopping the weight down to the hip and up. Chop. Last one, taking it right to the other side and chop. Last one, very good, and going into some weighted scales, 2 weights. We're going to take it forward and up, trying not to even touch the foot on the ground, pointing the foot down to the ground as we go forward. balance right at the end there. Here we go to the other side. If you need a balance check, go ahead and tap that foot down as you come up. But if you don't need to, keep all the weight on the loading leg. You don't want the hip to turn out, and the way you prevent that is really making sure that that toe points down toward the ground, or the toe can even point toward your, a little bit toward your loading leg. All right, we're gonna go into a discus. I got slightly bent knees. I'm gonna bring that arm right up by my ear as I turn about 45 degrees with the torso. And right to the other side. Here we go. Last one. Moving into set 2, going right back into those jump ropes. You guys ready? Here we go. And stop. Chops are next. Here we go. And chop. Last one, taking it right to the other side and chop. Last one, going into those weighted scales, catching my breath. Here we go. Ready? Pointing that toe to the ground. One, and taking it to the other side. Last one, going into the discus. I have just a little lighter weight on the discus. Knees are slightly bent. Bring that arm up. One, and to the other side, up. Last one. I forgot to mention we have a little and more exciting news in our family. Our son, our middle son Dominic, the one that you sometimes see coming out of, is taking his private pilot test today. So he's up with an examiner, I believe right now, and he has been on my mind all morning. So I hope he's having a good flight and we could have another pilot in the family by the end of the day or in a couple hours. So I'm excited to hear from him. Anyway, all right, here we go. Last set. And stop. Going into those chops. It's fun to watch your kids find their passion. It's taken a little time for him, but I think he's there. All right, chop. And we're going to take it to the other side. Very good. And to the weighted scales. Ready? And down and up. And to the other side, we go down and up. Last one. You know, I said we have another pilot in the family, but actually Dominic will be our first because I'm just thinking about it. My husband flew F-15s, but he was a navigator. So Dom will be our first pilot. We have 2 flyers in the family, but gosh, I'm so excited for him. All right, here we go. Up. He still has quite a long journey ahead to get where he wants to go. But this is definitely the first milestone. Let's go for one more. I lost count. And we'll take it right to the other side. one, and just like that, round one is in the books. We're gonna go right into high five, and then we're gonna go right into round two, starting with some pendulum lunges. So this lunge, we'll think about the back knee going down toward the ground as we go forward and then back, keeping the torso nice and tall. And I want you to try to sweep that leg all the way to the back. If you need a balance check, you can stop in the middle, but otherwise, just keep that leg going front to back. Last one before we go to the other side. Hit my fans. Here we go. One, we're going into an overhead weighted crunch. One arm up with a weight, crunch, crunch, elbow to knee. Taking it right to the other side and crunch. Last one, take it into a plie squat. One weight. It can be one of your heavier ones. Taking it wide, toes pointed out, straight down and up, down and up. Tucking the rear on this one. The only squat I'm going to tell you to tuck that rear. And what are we finishing off with? A little reverse fly. So we'll have those weights right down in front. Back is straight. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you bring the weights up. Last one. All right. I'm going to blow my nose really quick. All right, we're going right back in to our second set. Breathing a little hard. Pendulum lunge. other side. Last one. Oh, my legs are burning. Overhead weighted crunch. Here we go. One, to the other side. Last one, moving into the plie squat. Legs are wide, toes pointed out, rear tucked, down and up. Last one, reverse fly is next. Ready? Lift. One more. You can hear that, I don't know why, that was a little hard for me. All right, we got one more set in the strength portion of this workout. Let's just do it. Last one. And we're taking it to the other side. Ready? One, yay. I almost took those out today. Thought, no, we got it. Here we go. Overhead weighted crunch. one. To the other side. Last one. I'm gonna rock my weight since I need a little rest. Plie squat. Is next. Here we go. Ready? Straight down and up. Last one, and last but not least, reverse flies. I struggled with this one last time. Here we go. Down in front, finish strong, ready, lift. More. That is going to do it for the strength portion of this workout. High five. Hope you're feeling a little tired. Not crazy, but just feeling it. I'm going to take off my shoes and socks. I'm going to also grab my foam roller. All right, hands behind the head, chin to chest, pulling and pushing at the same time, pulling the chin toward the chest and letting the head rest in your hands, giving just a little resistance, gently. Release. Right back up, but to one side. Same thing. And down. And right back up to the other side. Arms go out to the side, one leg straight, one leg bent. Take the bent leg to the inside of the body, leaving that same shoulder on the ground. Right leg bent, right shoulder stays on the ground. I'm using my other hand just to put a little pressure on that knee. But if the shoulder comes off the ground, you gotta move your knee back toward the midpoint. And we're kicking it right to the other side. And release. Both feet flat on the ground, one leg crosses over the other one. Figure 4.
Use the bottom leg to pull the top leg toward your chest, and use your hand to pull the top knee toward your opposite shoulder. Put your hand on the inside of the knee, press that knee out while continuing to use that bottom leg to pull the whole top leg in. To the other side, same thing. Pull the knee, pull the top knee in, pull the whole leg toward the chest. And push that top knee out. Continuing to pull the whole leg in. Sit it up. We're going to put the arms behind the back, fingertips pointed out, feet flat on the ground, and bridge it up, looking back. And down. You can have those hands behind your back, or you can just bring them up in front of you, taking the knees side to side. Very good. And going on to the belly. Pulling one heel to the rear. And release. Other heel comes up. And release. Up into that quadruped position. Turning the fingers back toward your knees, tops of the feet, pressed into the ground, rocking back and forth a few times before you turn one hand, palm up. Not much weight on the palm up hand, but I want you to try to get that hand, the back of the hand flat on the ground, straighten the arm, and then move that palm up hand into different positions. Point your fingers in all different ways. Every time you move it, try to keep the arm straight and have the whole back of the hand on the ground. Getting a forearm and wrist stretch before you switch sides. Good. And sitting back on the backs of our legs, arms stretched out in front. Take one arm, thread it under the other arm, ear to the ground. I use the foam roller behind my knees because after my knee, well, even before my knee surgery, it was hard for me it's uncomfortable. So it just gives my legs, or giving me something to kind of rest on. Otherwise it just strains my knee a little bit too much. And we're gonna take it to the other side. up into down dog. Took me a second to think of it. Head right in between your arms. Heels on the ground. We're going to bring one leg up, bend it, and looking right under your armpit as you rotate to the outside of your body. Arms are straight, hands are flat on the ground, and back into down dog. Other leg comes up, bend it, rotate, same thing, arms are straight, hands flat on the ground, looking under your armpit. Back into down dog, onto hands and knees. One leg comes forward, arms go up and back, tuck the rear, push the hips forward. Think of the tops of the foot, the top of the back foot being flat on the ground. Push that hip forward, not really arching the back, just tucking the rear and pushing the hip forward. And we're going to do that same thing to the other side. Top of the foot on the pressed into the mat, tuck the rears, push the hip out. And release. Taking it onto our rear in the front here into that butterfly, using our elbows to press the knees down toward the ground, keeping the back fairly straight here. And with the straight back, we're going to take the chin toward the toes. And release. My back popped like 4 times doing that today. All right, one arm across the body. Shoulder goes to the thigh, fingertips to the toes. And to the other side. Down to center. And take the chest down to the thighs, straight back. To the other side. And down to center. And bring one leg in, chest to the thigh. the other side, trying to press that bent knee down toward the ground, keep the back straight. And release. Crisscross, one arm comes to the outside of the opposite knee, other hand right behind your hip. Sitting tall, turn and look over that back shoulder. And to the other side. Release. Let's go ahead and stand it up. We're going to stretch up tall, forward fold down, go down as far as you can, keeping those legs straight. Bend the knees, roll it up. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. And that is going to do it for your daily dose of fitness on a Tuesday. Again, if you came on here late or if you started the workout right at the workout part, remember I'm done for the rest of the week. I'm going to be at a wedding, so that's where I'll be. I didn't see you come on here, Shannon. Welcome. I forgot to read a mantra yesterday, and then I had told you that I was going to tell you who did the mantra because I was unsure of the pronunciation. So, truth is powerful and it prevails was by Sojourner Truth. And then today's quote is, I matter equally. What a great mantra. How many times can you say that to yourself today? I matter equally. You guys, I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Check out the replays over on the YouTube channel if you haven't yet. They're super easy to find. We're in the November playlist, but you might want to go back to the October playlist because there's only 2 workouts in the November playlist as of now, or as of when I get this one uploaded. So, but I hope that you guys do those replays while I'm gone. I may be slacking, but don't you let my slacking be your slacking. So I hope you do some replays. I hope to see you guys back here on Monday. If not, I'll see you when I see you. And until next time, everyone, eat well, stay fit, live life. Have a great day. Bye.